Good morning, everybody. Give me a couple moments. Let me share that we are live. I'll be right with you guys. All right. Good morning, everybody. Let's take a look at what's going on now in the markets. You guys can see on the futures, big kind of cup and handle pattern going on right now. Bouncing right off between the 9 and the 13 EMAs. So we will see what happens today. Right now it's kind of down day. But again, bouncing off the moving average lines right smack in the middle of a symmetrical triangle, which is all, again, major indecision. So we may be going, who knows, we might be going through this process now for another few more months, maybe through the midterms, elections, and see what happens. And then at some point, I'm sure it'll probably choose a direction, but who knows if we're going to have a good solid direction until maybe after the midterms. Again, that's what it's kind of looking like right now, right? All this year, all the way back to January, big, huge symmetrical triangle. So let's take a look on the watch list. Actually, I forgot to pull up, let's let me see here, RWLK. So with this one, I was looking to see if it was going to continue after this big green day on Friday and get above that 136-ish area. Right now, not looking so hot, but might be doing a falling wedge kind of pattern. Right? So keep an eye on this one. This one may try to break out of this falling wedge. Got to see. Again, not looking so hot right now, but again, falling wedge pattern. See if you can break out of that wedge. All right, let's look at seed. Seed is one of those that we're looking to see. Again, kind of a bigger green day on Friday. Watching to see if it can get above maybe $11 area with resistance, you know, right around that $12 area. Not doing anything right now, which is, nothing's wrong with that, but it needs some volume to get up over that $11 area to hold and possibly continue up with resistance around 12 bucks. So it's a little bit higher price of a stock. For those of you guys that like trading stocks over $10, I personally like to trade stocks under $10, but to each their own. So DHCP, this one really went up on Friday, pulled right back. This one you can see if it can get above the 650s area, resistance between 7 and up to that $8 range. Watching again, it's a very low floater, so not doing much of anything right now, but watching to see if it would have gotten a spike to continue up further. Again, not doing anything at the moment, so nothing really exciting. NBEV. So this one, I think it's a pot stock, or it's part of this pot stock sector, I believe. I think it's a pot stock, pot beverage, I think. From what I remember, I think it is. But anyways, want to see with this one right here, kind of a bigger double bottom pattern. You want to see it get above that 250s area, or even right around that 259. Want to see if it can kind of double bottom breakout, get above that 200 SMA, It is kind of bull flagging at the moment right now in the pre-market. So this is one I would actually watch a little bit closer. This is one that may be setting up for a potential move up, maybe get above that 250s area. So I kind of like the looks of NBEV right now. LBIX. So that one pre-market right near this area here, that 194.95 area, has a history of pumping and dumping. So watching this one, you can see pre-market, not much volume, but it's right near that area. It might be looking to set up for a break above $2. Again, not looking so hot really right now with the volume, but we'll watch and see if volume can come in on that one. So right now I still like NBEV the best. CSLT. This one I had as a potential short. If 540s area rejects, this one's a possible short down to the $5-ish range. Actually, this one might be a 5-cent spread stock. Let me see. Yeah, it is. So I might actually take this one off the watch list because I'm not a huge fan of 5-cent spread stocks. VLRS. This one has kind of an inverse head and shoulders, kind of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline area. See if this one will continue up, get above that $7 range. Again, not much volume now, not necessarily a problem. Watch it at open to see if it can get some volume. And it's kind of holding right here, maybe bull flagging. So VLRS is one I'm going to keep an eye on, see if we can get some volume and get a potential breakout. And TLGT, kind of another one here. It's a bigger, I don't even know what you want to call this pattern. Almost an ascending triangle, or it's just kind of a, I don't even know what pattern you want to call this, but you can see there's a big gap here on the daily. This one may be one that's looking to go up into that gap. So this is one to definitely keep an eye on. If it can get above kind of 420s area, it's got some room to go up into that gap. So we shall see. It's kind of maybe doing a cup and handle-ish pattern right here. So I think the three that I like the best so far are NBEV, TLGT, and maybe VLRS. So I think those are the three I'm going to watch at open. So I'm going to split my screen here. And I think I'm going to put which one do I like the best? NBEV I'm going to put over here. And torn between TLGT and VLRS. Let me look at both those again. Maybe I'll put TLGT because it's near that gap. So we'll put TLGT. So I want to see if this one can move up, get into that 420s-ish or so area, go up into the gap area, see if NBEV will hold, kind of potentially bull flagging right now. Not looking the hot, again, not much volume right now, but see if it can hold, get some volume, make a push up, and potentially break out of that double bottom pattern. So let's see here. And so again, guys, we got to watch, you know, indecision in the markets, kind of pulling back on the handle of a cup and handle. So who knows, might be one of those indecision trading days again, yet again, when price is in the symmetrical triangle. It's been doing this all year. So eventually it'll choose a direction. I'm kind of thinking it might choose a direction more towards the after the midterms happen, so people can see what's going to happen. Again, I could be completely wrong. It could break out or break down at any moment, but you can see it's just been trading in that huge symmetrical triangle all year. So it's just that yo-yo effect of going up and down like crazy. So again, guys, if you're watching, if you're on YouTube, if you're not a member yet, go over here. We have a day trade room, swing trade room, futures room. We turn off all of our chat features on YouTube because we do our chatting in our trade rooms. Right now we also do trade alert setups, our stock watches each day. We have thousands of dollars worth of free courses on our website. We do share our trade ideas, live screen sharing each day. We have members only content, and if you click subscribe, we're only $10 a month or $99 a year. Again, very, very inexpensive. We are going to probably be basically upping our rates in the very near future, probably within a month or so. So again, for those of you guys that are listening, don't worry if you're already a member. If you're already a member, you'll be locked in at $9.99 or $99. And for those of you guys that are not members yet, if you don't sign up and become a member at some point in the near future, this pricing is going to change, and it will be more than $9.99 or $99. Still very competitive with all the other companies that are out there, but again, the value we're giving away for only $10 a month is just, it's ridiculous. So again, if you're only $10 a month, you're happy, you'll be taken care of, you'll be locked in. If not, sign up, $10, and you'll be happy, and you'll get a lot and even more moving forward, because again, we're just continuously growing and progressing as a company. So lots of good stuff. Oh yeah, hey, welcome Vulcan. Not sure if you can hear me, but it says, hey guys, new to Bullish Bears, reading through the chat, seems like a friendly place that is open if I have questions. That is very true. We try to be friendly because we are friendly. All right, so now we wait, guys. We wait to open, and now we will see what the heck happens today. So I'll be back with you guys in a couple moments when market opens. All right, guys, I'm back. So I got the other ones on my watch list. Again, I have a couple split screens, so I got everyone on the watch list, all the ones that are on the watch list. I'm going to watch these two at open. Again, keep my eyes peripherally on anything on the other ones on the watch list. But we got to watch and see how the market shakes out today. Watching VLRS now. I might move VLRS up. This one's, now it's starting to break out. See if it comes back down and retest that 664 area. Needs more volume. And you can see with, which one's this one? TLGT. Again, getting some volume here. Not a lot. Again, we'd like to see more volume. Let's see if it's going to look to build to break out. So you can see these are breaking above these areas, but we want to see it get some volume to come in. That's why it's good to let the market play out for a few minutes, especially on when it's been in indecision mode. You know, sometimes these patterns will go, they'll just break out really quick and then dump. So ideally you want to see a good setup with some volume for some potential continuation. But if we're looking for some potential bullish action and the market's, you know, it's not getting a lot of volume and the market's just kind of off right now, you got to be very careful with that. VLRS still moving up, just not much volume. So I like the potential setups on TLGT and VLRS, but again, not getting the volume. Want to see the volume. So you got to be careful these quick pops like this and then the reversals. Scan. That's what I want to do. Okay, morning scan, bearish. All right, there we go. So TLGT kind of has this kind of cup and kind of a handle pattern. Might be doing like an ascending triangle, but again, I want to see the volume come in. Might move TLGT over and look at a couple of other ones. DDE is doing kind of a head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline. So it's doing kind of a head and shoulders, this pattern. I'm just looking at some of the ones that are popping up on the morning scanner, guys. Again, I really like the pattern forming on TLGT, but I want to see the volume. Not getting the volume. Yeah, TL or DDE that I'm looking at here. Huge gap up. Bit messy right now. You kind of have a head, left shoulder again, right shoulder. Maybe trying to reverse. You have the pre-market high of 325. And futures are down on the day. Testing VWAP now, so not looking very hot. You got to be careful on a stock like DDE. You know, I'm looking to see, is there maybe going to be a potential reversal on a head and shoulder, but you have to be careful this entire right shoulder and head. I'm going to see if there's any shares to short on Interactive Brokers. Yeah, so it might be setting up for a potential short. Maybe bear flagging, but you have to be careful on these, on the right shoulder. You can see it's kind of failing this neckline here. There's some more support right down in here, but it's not really clearly defined right now, so you can only go off of the pre-market. So that's where it can get really tricky right now. So I like to see more support, especially, like, you know, again, when it just completely gaps up. So it could be a possible bear flag and short down, but again, there's really no daily support, you know, until down right in this area here, you know. So it just kind of gapped up, and so this one could be very tricky. See that? Just kind of goes and gets that real quick bounce, right? But you still have this left shoulder that it's going to contend with. Head, right shoulder, neckline. Watchlist ones are not getting any volume right now. I might move DDE over here. Keep an eye on this one and look at some of these other ones at the moment. This one may be setting up CTRV, bull flagging. Let's see. You can see pre-market high around that 141. Maybe bull flagging here on a 1 minute. Let's look at the daily chart. Right, kind of smack right in those middle of those moving average lines. It's that 118-ish area. See, this one popped right up, came right back down. So the 5 minutes looking very choppy. And you can see DDE popping up really quick, rejecting right at that right shoulder. Quick little fake out right back down. You guys seeing this, right? Quick pop up, dump back down. Dark cloud cover right back down. Now CVSI is moving up. Let's take a look at this one. This one might be one interesting to watch. This is part of, I believe, the pot stock sector, the cannabis sector. See some support right around that 202. And it's got some resistance all throughout up in here. This one might be one to keep an eye on right here at tweezer tops. This one might reverse back down, so watch if this is going to fail or if it's going to continue upwards. CVSI. Let's see if there's shares to short. I'm not seeing shares to short and interactive brokers right now. Nope. So this one, again, I would let this one kind of run at this point since it's overextended. I'm going to put this one over to the side and keep an eye on it. Watch if there's a 5-minute pullback, maybe forms like a bull flag and goes up. If not, it might be doing an evening star reversal pattern down. I don't see shares to short right now on interactive brokers, so LBIX is now moving up. Let's take a look at that one. And it's getting volume right near $2. So I want to see it get above that $2 range. And let me pull that one up. So it's right near $2, LBIX. Let's take a look at a 5-minute. Now it's right above. See that? Right back up and right back down. Patterns need to hold. So it's tough, guys, when you got it, when you see in a day like today, market is down on the day. It's failing VWAP. So these runs that run and they move up, you have to be very quick because they pump and then they dump very quickly. So you might only get a quick scalp or a quick move before they dump. Like right here, right up, scalp, fall right back down. Right up here, right back down. So that's why, you know, it's good to just let things play out for a little bit. Let the market choose a direction, you know, and that's where you could set up for a possible short if a stock pops up and drops right back down, or watch for a potential dip buy, or again, don't trade. Very simple. Not like an LBX IX at the moment either. DDE, no. CTRV needs to get above that 125-ish area. Right now it's got tweezer tops. Don't really like that pattern right now. CHFS maybe. Watch on a 5-minute if this is going to form a bull flag. See that resistance right around that 20 EMA. Let's take a look on the 5-minute. So watching this candle, I might put this one to the side for CHFS. Want to see if it can build a, you know, if it can get a 5-minute candlestick hold right here above the 9 EMA, get a smaller candlestick here, this one may start to bull flag and push up. I don't like the look of it right now, but if it gets a smaller candle, the 9 EMA catches up, it might be one to take a look at for a pattern. So I might put that one to the side, CHFS. Right now, not looking so hot. CVSI. Again, this one may be setting up for a potential reversal. Watch this 5-minute candle. Might be forming kind of an evening starish pattern. Got to watch and see. Again, I don't think it's shortable. It wasn't. Nope. See, I don't like this. this could be a very tricky candle on a long-legged doji like this. You have to be very careful when it holds like this. You could risk this candle here, 172 down to 162. It's a 10-cent candle. You do have the potential to make 20 cents, so you could risk 10 cents right here for the potential to make 20. I just don't like the long-legged dojis. They're very risky. And it's smacking right off of VWAP. So if it can get above VWAP, it might have a run. But you can see that kind of that high wave spinning topish candle could really trap you. CVSI is a bit interesting still. So CVSI, this one may be looking to move up now. Maybe a flat top break. This is one to keep an eye on. Right above. Watch if there's a retest on this 219 area. If there is, it may be a possible trade. You can see a flat top, but you got to be careful. When these flat tops break, you want to see them hold. CVSI has some resistance. Where else we got it? It's right all in here, right up to this like 230s to 240s range. So if this one continues, watch for resistance in those areas. So this one had a kind of an ascending triangle flat top break. Struggling here right around that 225-ish range. Thinkorswim gets a little bit annoying. When you have these morning scans, you have to like click off of them and then click back on them, and sometimes they take a while to repopulate. As you can see, it just took a few minutes to repopulate. And you guys see how many more scans pop back up? It's annoying how it does that. I'm not sure why they do that. So DDE, really choppy on a 5-minute, but maybe forming an ascending triangle. Possibly looking to break out above that 325-ish area. Still keeps rejecting right below that 325, but it might be doing an ascending triangle. Kind of right here. So this one may be forming an ascending triangle. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. The yo-yo effect, right? The yo-yo effect of an ascending triangle. It may be setting up. You can see the moving average lines are all bunched up together here on DDE. You want to see these separate and push price for a breakout above that 325. Got to be careful on the, let's see the 5-minute again. Very choppy. You guys can see 325 resistance. Rejected here, rejected up here, here, here. Very choppy on a 5-minute. So again, it has to go and break out above that 325-ish area. CVSI is possibly doing tweezer tops right now, right here. If it can't get above that 228, watch for potential reversal down, support at the 220-ish, 219-ish area. Now watching again right here, see if maybe it forms a potential bull flag. Maybe this is a small pullback. Maybe it's one more last move or so for a potential continuation up. So keep an eye on CVSI. It's a bit overextended. Watch maybe if it can give you a little bit of a bull flag for maybe a one other player continuation up. Again, be aware on the 5-minute. This is not good on a 5-minute. Tweezer tops on a 5-minute. You guys see that again with DDE. Another just quick run, bam, bam. Right, so it's still really struggling. Still, right now, has an ascending triangle pattern. But again, remember on the day, market is very bearish. I want to see with CVSI. Watch if there's a candle hold here to give you a potential bull flag for maybe possible another move up. Again, remember, one pullback, maybe the second pullback here if it holds, and then after that you got to be careful. Want to see if, again, watch if there's a candle hold here or if it's going to fail. LBIX is shortable, possible. I'd be careful shorting it now. Right here, watch out for CVSI. Again, so you see a green candle hold here, right? On the 1 minute. See if price can go and get about, like, hold again this line right here. Hold the 9 EMA. See if this 9 EMA can push price up. Again, you have one pullback, maybe a second. Again, be careful of this one right here. Look at the 5 minute. Yeah, it's still forming kind of almost like a dark cloud cover. Tweezer tops. Yeah, so kind of a tweezer top pattern here. So now watch what happens on a 5 minute. Maybe it'll give you an entry right here if there's another Smaller candle. See if it can hold. It's bouncing right now. Might be doing tweezer bottoms. As you guys can see, moving up, kind of bull flag, flat top break, ascending triangle right here, breaks out, goes up, reversal kind of back down, tweezer tops. Now it needs to hold the 9 EMA in a 1 minute, and this 9 EMA needs to push it up for a potential breakout. So right now, on a 5 minute, you can see pattern not so hot. But if you get a smaller candlestick on a 5 minute in here that holds, it might be a potential bull flag move for another quick potential play. You can see maybe tweezer bottoms forming right here, so it's one to watch. You can see it's kind of struggling here right now, so it needs to go and push up. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minute, 1 minute candles trying to choose a direction. Nice job, Falcon. Great job, Cody. Signet. Thank you, ARQL, LOL. Hit my quota today. Nice job. Still keeping an eye on CVSI right now. Elbeck's not a huge fan of. Maybe bear flagging, so it might be setting up for a possible short. This is a possible dip buy. The only problem is it's kind of a bigger spinning top candle. You could use 164 down to 148. It's kind of a bigger stop, you know, 16-cent candle. I'd be careful on that one. Let me see if any of these other ones are worth watching. Careful with CVSI. It's showing some weakness right now. So now AXTI might be one to watch because this one's really selling off right here. So this one's really selling off. It's very far away from the moving average lines. Let's take a look where support is. Right near support on a daily chart. Right at that 9 EMA. Then the 13 EMA right here. So this one might be setting up for a potential dip buy. You guys see how this is completely selling off? Watch if maybe a smaller candlestick forms right down over in here. This might be a reversal for a possible dip buy. The only thing is, it's a 5-cent spread stock, and I just do not trade those. Darn it. Still keeping an eye on this CVSI. You can see though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1-minute candles. Can't get above that. I'd even put it right at that 225 marker. So right here, I like the look of this. So this is something I would normally look at. Let it sell off, set up a possible reversal, candlestick, a smaller candlestick that you can use as a potential reversal, movement to the moving average line. So this is what I like for a possible dip by reversal. Problem is I just don't like 5-cent spread stocks. But that's what you're kind of looking for, right? On a stock that really sells off, really far away from the moving average lines. Take a look at the 5-minute setup. Let a smaller candlestick form. And if you were to keep an eye on CVSI, a little bit kind of poking up right here. Maybe looking to make a move. Careful now with CVSI at 228 resistance. I was looking for this. You guys see that smaller candle? So you're looking for stuff like this. I don't really like the pattern still right now. It could still be setting up for a tweezer or for a double top, but it's a smaller candle to risk on. Just be aware, if it breaks out, it needs to get above that 228. Maybe doing a cup pattern, but if 228 rejects, got to be careful. Man, Elbix is really choppy. I was looking at this bear flag possibly forming right here. See if it rejects. If so, maybe it has some more movement down. Maybe doing a bear flag on a 5-minute. Oh, CVSI. Now it needs to hold 228. Push up. Cup. Maybe a handle. Needs to hold that 228 marker. Move up. And then again, some resistance. Right, yeah, right in these areas right here. That 224-ish marker. Kind of needs to get above that 230-ish marker. So 230 to 244-ish range. See, I got right out of the cup, right in here. Cup breaks out, rejected at 230, comes back down. Now see if it's going to be a handle that's going to form and continue, or if it's going to drop. Now it's really failing. You guys see that cup pattern? When a stock breaks out of a cup, the top of the cup needs to hold. You don't want to see this. Yeah, see that kind of small little candle right up here? It goes right above, just fakes you out, and now you have this I don't even know what you want to call that. Long-legged doji, upside down, long-legged doji. Now you have support right here. If support cracks, look out. Still watching LBEX right here, kind of bear flagging. Watch what happens here at these moving average lines. And support is cracking right now in CVSI. At this point, I don't really like the pattern. I might move LBEX over and take a look and see if there's anything else. So kind of a bear flag, watching this, rejecting the moving average line. Still a little bit choppy for me. Let me look at some of these other ones. You can see RWLK failed the falling wedge pattern right here. TLGT is creeping up. I like the look of this, right? Might be doing an ascending triangle for a possible breakout. Want to see the volume, but it's creeping. If it can kind of do, it's kind of got this cup and handle-ish pattern. If it can get above that 427-ish area, it might be one to take a look at. Still watching a 5-minute candle close right over here in LBEX. See if it's a possible bear flag short. Looks like Interactive Brokers has shares to short. Not a lot though. Maybe I'll put TLGT over here instead. Keep an eye on that 427-ish area. Big kind of cup and handle-ish, or a cup, kind of a cup and handle-ish here. It's a little bit messy, kind of maybe an ascending triangle. Bottom line, needs to get out and break out above that 427. There's that gap on the daily. If it can get into that gap on the daily, it might have a run. Getting close. You guys see this? That kind of that flat top formation. But I, again, want to see it get volume. Not getting the volume, getting close though. If it can get to that area right here, you can see on the daily. Let's go right over here. This is what I want to keep an eye on. Right on the daily here. It's kind of in that gap or near that gap area. If so, this one might be one to keep an eye on. Again, needs to get volume. DDE, there it goes. DDD had a breakout. Now you have, let's reset. Some resistance next up, just below $4. Let's look at the 5 minute here now. Be careful of a possible reversal forming here. Let's go to a 1 minute. So if you got in right down here for a potential break, you could have gotten a quick scalp. Now watch here on a 1 minute. It's maybe setting up. Be careful of this kind of red spinning topish candle. TLGT, real quick pop up. It's got some volume, not as much as I want to see, but again, kind of that indecision shooting star pattern. Watch here on DDE. Again, want to see TLGT get more volume. Everybody's looking over at DDE right now, but keep an eye on TLGT. If it gets volume, it's got a big gap that it could potentially go up and maybe want to fill. Needs to get above that, kind of that 430-ish area, kind of right. Where is it? That 428, 430-ish area. Watch for a possible bull flag here on DDE. See, the 1 minute looks good, but the 5 minute, right? 5 minute might be setting up for a doji reversal. So the 5 minute, you got to be aware of the 5 minute. And then also on the 1 minute, got to be careful, right? This is maybe bull flagging, but you got that spinning top. So it needs to get above that 350-ish area. So this is why you got to be careful, guys. Very, you know, like the 1 minute could be setting up for something potentially good, but the 5 minute might be warning you, right? So 5 minutes warning you. Again, this could go and continue up. But again, the 1 minute, you now have that spinning top kind of shooting starish pattern. And so it looked like it was possibly setting up for a bull flag, but then you got to be careful of this spinning top candle. Now you got to watch here, see if there's a couple candles that closes. Maybe it'll give you a chance for a re-entry. TLGT, still not much volume, kind of broke out a little bit. Needs to hold, get some volume to push up above that 428 marker. Thanks, Dan. You know, that's why it's very, very important to, you know, find your daily setup, look for breakouts, breakdowns, look for gaps on charts. So look for a really good daily chart. Then you need a good 5 minute intraday setup. And then you look for your entries on a 1 minute or so. Keep an eye on TLGT over here. Getting a little bit more volume, still struggling to hold. So The 1 minute could look very good, but the 5 minute could be a bad setup. So right here, you had a quick, you know, it's still, I mean, you could have got in right on this one right here. 323 and sold right up in here. Got to sell right in here. This candle's warning you. This was faking you out for a potential bull flag. It was looking possibly here, but again, remember this wick and the spinning top candle. It's warning you. And where is it at? Right below 350. No coincidence, whole and half dollar amounts. Now it needs to hold this 1 minute, give you maybe possible close to move up, but AMPE, we will take a look. I'll move DDE over. Now, watch for a possible 5 minute candle to give you a possible re-entry on a bull flag on a 5 minute. AMPE. Yeah, kind of broke. Let's look at the daily. Some resistance in the 320s. 5 minute setup. Kind of has this doji candle right here. Needs to hold $3. $3, important support area. So on DDE, you want to see on a 5 minute, see if it gives you a 5 minute pullback right here. See if it gives you a smaller candlestick, you know, on a 5 minute for possibly a bull flag on a 5 minute. So again, breaks out, comes right back down. Watch if it can hold this area, that 324. Give you a smaller candlestick to risk on. And you can see the high of it, 334, you know, 324. Maybe it'll give you a possible 10-cent candle. 334, now up to 349. You know, do you want to risk 10 cents for the ability to make 15 or 16? You know, it's a little bit risky. Yeah, AMPE is a little bit overextended right now. So this one kind of, when it broke out, let's see if it's shortable. I don't see shares to short on Interactive Brokers. DDE may be bearish now. Just watching this area right here now, right? Very important. Needs to hold 325. Again, super choppy. Look at this 5 minute chart is kind of garbage. However, it did do, it's not the, see all these wicks, right guys? It's very hard to kind of get a good trend line on this. It's kind of choppy again right through here. But as you can see, if you can kind of look in and zoom in, you can see kind of an ascending triangle broke out. The problem is there wasn't really good, there wasn't one good 5 minute candle. It's super choppy. And CVSI, I was looking at the 5 minute. Yeah, I was seeing this thing bouncing. So watching this one right here, watch if there's a 5 minute candle hold on here. See if this can go and break out above that 229. See if it can get a decent 5 minute candlestick close. You can see some support here right around VWAP. Let's look at the daily. So watch on a 5 minute if this will hold. Again, I want to see a bullish one. You want to see more green, right? Get a good green bullish candlestick hold. If so, this one might have a chance to go and break out. DDE, and there's your green candle hold again, kind of a spinning top, so you have to be kind of careful here. And right here, keep an eye on CVSI. Needs to get above that. Actually, I'd probably say that 220. Let's look at the 1 minute. See how it's faking out, and it's got these moving average lines are pinching. Needs to cross and push price above for it to get that breakout. Right here on DDE, you can see green 5-minute candle, doji, but price is not broken out above that 334, and now it's retesting the 324, and it's struggling. Careful right here. Keep an eye on CVSI. Maybe trying to push and break out. It's super, super important to remember, guys. You guys can see it's been very kind of messy and a very choppy day, right? I'm going to move CVSI over. There you go, CVSI. Maybe trying to move up. Moving average lines are crossing. Now they need to hold. Watch if it retests. If it retests 223, needs to bounce, hold, and get above that 229. So again, super important to remember. It's very, very, very choppy day today. All right, look at this. Look at this garbage. It's garbage. Yo-yo effect, right? You got to zoom in to the daily chart and what's happening. Again, what I told you guys about at the very, very beginning when we started in the pre-market. Price is in this huge symmetrical triangle. What are symmetrical triangles? Major indecision, right? Choppy, yo-yo effect. Ah, that was pretty good. Yo-yo. The yo-yo effect. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right to the apex point, right at resistance levels. Look, smack off resistance, smack off resistance, smack off resistance, back down, touching support, support, moving average lines, support, support, resistance, trend lines, patterns, over and over and over. Yes, news does affect things, but don't think like the big people that have all the big money don't see these things coming, right? Yes, you know, the tweets and stuff can affect things, and they do, but don't think that people don't see that stuff coming, right? The big money, you know, don't think that they don't, like, people aren't waking up one day and like multi-billionaires are not like, hey, I didn't see that coming. They know what's going on. They know this stuff, right? So you have to see this stuff. This has all been telling you this yo-yo effect this entire year, right? Again, what's going on? Lots of major indecision in the markets. Why is there lots of indecision? Well, again, very important year for midterm elections. It's going to cause what? Lots of volatility. When are the midterm elections? In November. Why is it doing this stuff? Well, lots of indecision, lots of news, lots of things that affect the market. So until, you know, obviously get some direction in the markets. Again, this thing can break out or break down at any time. You've seen lots of yo-yo effects, but still, look at it. It's still in a symmetrical triangle on a daily. Look at the weekly charts. Perfect, utter perfection of a symmetrical triangle. Look right here back to the monthly. Where is it on a monthly? Perfect symmetrical triangle. Yo-yo effect, guys, right? So, you know, tweets and stuff, yes, they affect things today. Of course they do. But remember, this has been going on now for months. It's just a big yo-yo effect. At some point, this is going to break out, or it's going to break down, or it's going to keep trading sideways. But we might have this indecision going on for maybe to the end of the year, right? I say that to you guys because a lot of people just overreact and be like, oh, a tweet does this. Tweet makes the market go up, or a tweet makes the market go down. For sure, it does many times, right? But again, there's always the patterns within the patterns. And so if you're new and you're freaking out over news, good or bad, you have to be able to learn how to draw your trend lines, support and resistance, and patterns. If you just rely on news and you freak out for the good or freak out for the bad, oh my God, the market's going to break out, or oh my God, the market's going to break down. If you don't know your trend lines, if you don't know support and resistance, you're going to get burned. And today, look, price again bouncing off a support level. So, do I know if we're going to go to war with another country? No, I don't know. But, today is a down day. The market did not crash today. The market was at resistance back on the 19th. It was back there on the 18th. It was back there on the 17th. So it was almost a week ago, market was at resistance. And the tweet, that the president sent out last night, that didn't happen till last night. So look, price is going up near resistance, and now it's falling back down. So this is what I want to try to tell you guys. Don't get trapped into like freaking out over news and freaking out over tweets and stuff. The market has natural progressions, up and down, and patterns. And as you can see, this has been going on for since January. It's all indecision. Do I know which way the market's going to go? Absolutely not. I don't. But I can have my trend lines here, and I can watch and be like, okay, that news last night, should I freak out? Should I sell everything? Should I cash out my 401k? Oh my gosh, the world's going to end. Well, no. 1, 2, 3. Look at 1, 2, 3 days at resistance. This evening star pattern was happening last week before any tweets were sent out. Very, very important. And look at CVSI dumping. Crappy looking pattern. Real quick, right? Popped up, dump right back down. Ugh. All right, guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Not much to look at today. But remember this, guys. I really want to take this in. If you're trading just to trade, or you're forcing yourself to trade and you're taking a trade on a day where, again, smaller candles bouncing off support, near resistance on a symmetrical triangle, yo-yo affecting around with a handle right here within a cup and handle. You have a handle within a cup and a handle in the middle of a symmetrical triangle, bouncing off support. It's indecision. These are days, don't trade, right? I haven't seen many good setups here today. Nobody's forcing you to trade. Let's pull up DDE, have that on the side. And I will be back in a few moments. Clear the drawings here. This one might be setting up DDE for a head and shoulders, possibly. Left shoulder, head, possibly going to get a bounce for a right shoulder. Kind of has the neckline support. Kind of neckline, so ascending triangle breakout. Now you have a head, left shoulder, watch for a possible bounce on a right shoulder, and then here's kind of your neckline, ascending neckline. All right, guys, I will be back again in a few minutes. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's take a look at what's going on. So DDE may be holding here on a 5-minute. See if we can get above that 325-ish area. Want to take a look at a 1-minute. Again, needs to get above that 325 marker and hold. I'm actually going to reset to a regular chart right now. Now kind of tweezer tops on a 5-minute. Again, trading sideways. So you got to be careful. You can see again here, head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Needs to get above that 325 marker. I'm going to go through some of these other ones, guys, see if there's anything setting up. This one's, it's just very, with DDE, it has to get above that 325 and hold. There we go. Now see if it can, if the retest will hold. So it's having a 1-minute, it's moving up. See if it can hold on a 5-minute. Or on a 1, if it can, the retest if it can hold. That's what I mean. So 1 minute's kind of moving up. See if there's a second one, if it can get above that 325 and have a second candle go up. Right now it's showing some weakness. See if it can hold above right here on a 1 minute. So it kind of broke out a little bit, comes back down, is retesting, see if that candle will hold. If it can, might have a chance to move up. Again, 325, very important area to hold. So right now, again, price is breaking or kind of getting outside of that 328 area, goes up, comes back down, it's retesting it. So you want to see, if you're bullish on it, you want to see that 325 area hold and not fail. Again, remember, it's been very choppy all morning. So this could easily fall right back down and pop right back up. That's what it's showing like it's doing right now. But it can also bounce. So, again, this one's been super choppy today. Definitely the yo-yo effect. You're right, Goliath. Nice job, John. Watching this doji candle here. Lots of indecision on a 1 minute here. Moving average lines, pinching, trading sideways. Again, all these wicks, everything creates that indecision. Needs to get above that 325 area. Struggling right now. Head, left shoulder. Kind of has your right shoulder here. Gotta be careful of that right 5 minute candle there. Don't like the looks of that one. I'm gonna see if there's anything else to look at right now, guys, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. Very, very choppy day today. Yeah, AMPE, cup and handle, possibly on a 1 minute. Needs to break out above that 309 area. Maybe forming a cup. An ascending, kind of an ascending triangle-ish on a 5 minute. Again, a little bit overextended on a 5 minute. $320s has some resistance. Watch and see if it can get above that 309 area. If not, you also have to be careful of a possible double top here on a 5 minute. So when you look at AMPE on a 5 minute, kind of looks like it's forming an ascending triangle. But then also you have to be aware that it's kind of a double top as well. And then on a 1 minute, it's kind of doing a cup and a handle. So gotta be aware of the pattern on the 5 minute as well as the 1. So this on a 5 minute could be an ascending triangle, but it could also be a double top, right? So double tops are bearish, ascending triangles bullish, and on a 1 minute, cup and handles are potentially bullish. But again, you got to see the whole patterns, right? Patterns overall. Look at the next resistance level, 320s. So kind of look at it in conjunction with each other. And also realize, again, market is very choppy. It's not an extremely bullish day. And it can go either way at this point, so you have to be very careful both ways. I'm not like in AMPE right now. I'm going to put that off to the side. CHF might be interesting here. High day at 190. Some support around that 173. Watch for a possible retest. If it can get above that 175-ish area, it might be one. Again, got to zoom in on a 1 minute. It's kind of going out a little bit. But now it's getting that indecision right back here to this 173-ish area. So see if it can continue up and get above that 175-ish marker. You have possible tweezer tops on a 1 minute. And on a 5 minute, you don't want to see that. You want to see it get above that 174, 175 marker. See that? Right up there. Tweezer tops on a 1 minute, right back down. See that? Tweezer tops on a 5 minute, right back down. Don't sleep on TLGT as well. This one it's been creeping all day. Not a lot of volume, but it's been creeping. If you can get above that 428 area, it's right near that gap I was telling you guys about. So keep an eye on it to the side. Right over here. Again, right near that gap on the daily. When you zoom in, if you can get above that 428, this one might be interesting to watch. Squirrel says, here has been going up all day. I'm stuck in an ascending triangle. It's had some good past days. Let's take a look at here. Have to be very, very careful. It's overextended on a daily chart. Several green days. It's at resistance. Careful of a pullback. Again, on the hourly, a little bit overextended. Some support down in those areas. Let me see, right back over in here. On a 5 minute, it's very messy. Yeah, I got to be careful. The pattern's not really great now on the. It's just very choppy. So, be careful with here, squirrel. Not saying it won't go up, but just got to be careful with it. VLRS maybe doing a short here. Kind of has a descending triangle pattern. Some support around that 639-ish area. Kind of a head, left shoulder, right shoulder, maybe looking to fail here. Still a bit of a roller coaster. All right, guys, I'm going to kind of end this one, I think, today because it's just a bunch of garbage today. Another garbage day. Again, going back to the futures. Oh, my gosh, the market's going to crash. Oh, my gosh, my 401k is going to blow up. No, it's not. We don't know it. Again, guys, if you're new and you're listening to this, don't listen to hype. You have to pay attention to news. But again, there's good news and there's bad news every single day, pretty much. I mean, I'm not going to say every single day, but there's always news several times a week, good and bad. And good news helps to make the market go up, and bad news helps to make the market go down. But just because something's going on doesn't mean the stock market's going to crash, and it doesn't mean the stock market's going to go and incredible, right? You got to watch, you got to find support, resistance, and patterns. That's why we teach you guys and we tell you guys don't listen to gurus and copy their trades. That's why you see this entire morning for almost 2 hours now. You haven't heard me say to you one trade, what to get into, what not to get in, what not to get into. It's a bunch of garbage, guys. It's not looking so hot, right? But if you were relying upon me to tell you when to get in and out of a trade, you know what's going to happen, right? You're going to listen to me. You're not going to know support and resistance. And again, today we could have traded. Dan told me earlier he scalped DDE, I think 3 out of 4 times, right? So this is a perfect example, right? Let's give you guys a perfect example before I close. So let's pretend Dan's a guru, right? So look at DDE. What a garbage chart. Complete garbage chart. Stock on the day, it's been the highest moving one on the day. Garbage chart. 5 minutes awful. You can see a head, left shoulder, right shoulder, head and shoulder, right? So again, Dan's a guru, right? Let's pretend he's a guru. If you had, again, Dan made 3 out of 4 successful trades, scalps on DDE. He was telling me like his average trade was probably less than 10 seconds. So can you make great money on DDE? Of course you could. But here's the thing you guys got to remember, and this is so critical. Let's say Dan was on the stream today. Let's pretend he was on the stream today and not me, right? So Dan would have his charts pulled up. He's going to tell you what he's looking at with DDE. Dan, again, he really loves these quick movers, quick scalpers, in and out. So remember something very, very, very important. If you were trying to copy our trades and pretend that you were copying Dan's trades today, remember, you're listening, especially if you're listening to me on YouTube, you're hearing, I don't even know, what, 15 to 30 second delay. I don't know exactly what it is. Even on our join.me, there's still probably a second or two delay. So the moment Dan got in, let's say he got in right down in here on a trade, probably one of these candlesticks right down here on DDE. The moment he got in that trade, he probably didn't even wait to the top of this candle. He probably got out somewhere in here. By the time he got in and told you he got in, by the time you guys chased him to get into the order, he was out. Dan may have sold you his shares up here as you're getting in. This is why we don't pump stocks. This is why we're not a pumping service. Because by the time, literally, you'd be paying us to teach you how to trade, right? But we're not really teaching you how to trade. You're just copying our trades. The problem is there's a delay. The problem is, you know, again, we could be selling you our shares as you're getting in. So we're just pumping up stocks. So if you're trying to copy a guru, and let's pretend we're the gurus, you're going to lose. Especially on a stock like this. This is garbage. Like, it's crazy. You can make money real quick, but like the patterns suck on this. Right here, that was kind of your best one on a 1 minute. Maybe back, yeah. I mean, it's just a yo-yo. So if you want to bang hotkeys within 10 seconds and get out, great. Yeah, you can make some real good money, but Banging a hotkey in 10 seconds and having you copy our trades is not going to help you as a trader. What that's going to do is going to blow up your account. But then we look like heroes, right? So again, very simply, let's pretend Dan had a $100,000 brokerage account and he went in and bought 10,000 shares of DDE. Let's say he got in at the break of this hammer, 320, and then he sold, let's say he took 20 cents of this, right? So if he had $100,000 in his brokerage account, bought 10,000 shares, look, we'll just do the math. Very simple, guys. $10,000. Well, that's too much. That's 10,000 shares. Times 20 cents. $2,000. So yeah, guys, if you have a $100,000 brokerage account, you want to buy 10,000 shares and get it in and out of a stock within 10 seconds. Yeah, great. We can do that, pump up a stock to you guys, and then throw up a thumbnail on our YouTube showing that we're heroes today making $10,000. We probably sold one of you guys our shares and you probably lost money on it. You guys seeing what I'm saying? It's not going to help you as a trader. What's going to help you as a trader is literally staring at thousands upon thousands of charts, making hundreds of practice trades, and learning the stuff on your own. That's why you'll see today, I've just been showing you support and resistance for 2 hours. The market's been a garbage. The patterns have been garbage. DDE is the top mover on the day, and the pattern is complete and utter garbage. Look, garbage. Look at this. Show me where to trade this. Maybe, like, I mean, look at 5-minute patterns. Look at all those candle wicks. Up here, I mean, it's garbage. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder-ish, head and shoulders pattern, but where was your entry? If you were trading on this a 5-minute, where was your entry? Maybe somewhere in here, but look, you still, look, you got this, look, right over in here. Pre-market high, right here. Where was your entry on a 5-minute? Right over in here. Here's where you would have gotten faked out. Perfect fake out. You would have waited for this one to close, gotten in right over here, and look what it did. It went and reversed against you. Why? Because look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, fake out, trap you, right back down. Awesome, Elk. Listening today for the first time. Wow, amazing. Learned so much. Thank you, guys. You're very welcome. So, guys, I don't know what the other gurus were doing today, but I'm sure, again, if you have a $10,000 brokerage account, you know, or I'm sorry, not. If you had a $100,000 brokerage account, you know, and you knew that people are going to follow you into a trade right after you got in on it, it's so easy. Dan, like, it would have been so easy for Dan today, bought 10,000 shares if his brokerage account was that size. Right? So right here, DDE. In DDE, right? Guys just got in on, I just got in long DDE. 1,000, 1,000. Let's pretend, again, many of you guys prefer the delay on YouTube than on join.me. We actually did a poll, and many of you guys like the 20-second delay or whatever it is on YouTube over the real time with join.me. We're actually going to probably change that up a little bit. I'll tell you guys that when I end the stream here. But again, let's pretend I was on join.me or in any other service with barely any delay. And I said, in DDE long, 1,000, 2,000. Now you guys are like, oh my God, I got to panic. Let me get into my order. Let me go up to TD. Let me go wherever I'm at. Okay, let me go. Let me create my limit order. Okay, put my limit order in. Okay, all right. So, okay, oh, I'm panicking. Oh, shoot, wrong thing. Oh, no, got to change my limit order. Okay, bought it. And then you hear it. The moment you got in. All right, guys, sold. Out DDE. Wait, what the heck? What are you talking about? Why is he out? He just got in. Why is he getting, what do you mean? He just told me to go long. He was long. Why is he out already 15 seconds later? I'm in the trade. I'm down 20% right now. What do I do? Should I sell? Should I get in? Should I sell? Should I get out? What do I do? Freaking out, panicking, right? And then what happens? Boom, falls right back down. Lose your money. You're buying at a top. Because again, guys, very, very important to listen. Listen to what I'm telling you. So incredibly important. Let me get a drawing tool. Here's where all the new traders are buying. Here is where the pros are taking a trade. They're buying at support. They're selling at resistance. And the new traders are buying up here. So again, let's pretend Dan's a guru. Dan's a guru. Let's say he waited to right over in here. Maybe he waited for this inverted hammer right here to close. Dan got in at the break of this candle, 323. Let's say he got in at 325. And then he sold right up here at 340. So say 340 area. Dan scalped 15 cents, bought at 10,000 shares, made 1,500 bucks. You, as a newbie, got trapped in. If you're new, I'm just saying anybody that's new that's listening to this, not trying to insult you. You bought up here the shares Dan or another guru sold you. So not only did Dan just make $1,500, you just bought his shares or some other guru shares up here. You panicked. You're trying to stay long in here because you're like, oh my God, this thing's going to go up. It's bull flagging. Is this bull flagging? Is it not bull flagging? What do I do? And then bam, smack right back down. Now you're starting to take a loss. You're probably going to start freaking out and be like, I don't want to sell yet. I don't want to sell yet. I got to stay in long, right? Because I'm already down, I'm down 10 cents. And meanwhile, you see these warnings, right? So now you're down, you're losing money. And rather than taking the small loss because you took a bad trade, you're only down 10 cents, you stay in, and then boom, now you're down to 313. You had some warnings over here. But what happens is, right, you got in the trade after listening to a guru. You didn't know support and resistance. Your brokerage account is getting hammered. And to prolong that hammering because you don't know support and resistance, you stay in the trade longer. And then, boom, it keeps falling. And it keeps falling on you, right? And then you're stuck in this thing. What do? You're panicking, having a heart attack. And it could be much worse than this. Good thing this is not that low of a float stock. But if this is a low float stock, you're screwed. This is why you don't listen to gurus and get in on their trades. It's so simple, guys. It's so simple for us to go in on a trade, pump up a stock to you, scalp 10 or 15 cents, and look like a hero, and then we can throw a thumbnail on YouTube later on how awesome we look for making 10 grand on the day. Because all we did was we pumped up the stock to you. It's the easiest thing we could do. Easiest thing we could do is pump stocks to you. So easy. But we're sitting here every day trying to help you guys. Support and resistance and patterns over and over and over. And today was a garbage day. Very garbage, choppy day. Because going back, right back to what I was saying before my rant, here's the futures, which, like, look at this. Bunch of garbage. Because right here, price is right near bouncing off the moving average lines. In the middle of a what? Symmetrical triangle. Which is all what? Indecision. And what does indecision do? Indecision affects stocks. So when you have all this indecision, then you're going to see something like a DDE that does what? Indecision. Look at all this indecision. Had one quick move up, right back down, and then what? Indecision, indecision, indecision. Trading sideways. All right, guys. I guess I was being too loud into the mic. I got some feedback. So sorry if I woke up any of your babies today. All right, guys. That's my rant. For those of you guys that are not members yet, we are the Bullish Bears. We have a community on Facebook. You can see our community up here. let's go over to here. Where are we? We have about over 30,000 members over here and growing. So if you're on Facebook, come and join us. The link is below. We keep all the spammers, the trolls, the garbage out of the community. We keep it a very safe place for people to learn, ask questions, all of that good stuff. So make sure you come and join our community, and feel free to ask questions. Also, to like and follow our fan page. You'll see our fan page right here, Bullish Bears. You'll see when I click on that. How come it didn't go to our fan page? Oh, it is on it. Huh. What the? Oh, there we go. All right, so here's our fan page over here. It looks similar to our group. Again, like and follow it, and that way you can see like and follow it up here, and that way you'll get, like, when we post stuff. Again, we're always posting and putting content out there for you guys, trying to really help you guys out. So it's a good place, again, because there's lots of posting that goes on in the group. That's a great place to really follow us and get the content that we post. Again, we try to post really good stuff for you guys. And oh, Bella Bear, yeah. No worries, Lucian. The opening bell woke my babies this a.m. Yeah, guys, I'm not a morning person. I tend to wake up when I'm about an hour or so into the market. Again, I like patterns, so I'm more of a pattern trader. So again, it takes a half hour, an hour or so for patterns to get set up. But many times when it gets choppy, when the market's choppy, it's very difficult to get good patterns, like on a day like today. So again, if you're not a member yet, we have a swing trade, a day trade, a futures room. We have our stock watch list that we send out each night, our trade alerts, thousands of dollars worth of free courses, which will keep you busy for months. We do share our trade ideas, live screen share each day. We have members only videos right over in here. You know, too, we have a few partnerships with companies that we do recommend. Trade Ideas, Market Club, Benzinga. The links are below. Again, don't buy any products of any companies that we are partnered with unless you have the money, unless you have a good trading plan, unless you're ready to become a serious trader. If you're paper trading, you don't know what you're doing, you're brand new, don't buy a scanner. You know, use a free one. You know, you don't buy a news site, you know, a news service like Benzinga if you don't have the money and you're just starting out. But, you know, if you're getting good, your paper trades are successful, you're starting to become a good trader, you're ready to become serious about things, then pick up a good scanner like Trade Ideas or Market Club, and then maybe pick up a good news service like Benzinga. Again, don't just buy something to buy it. Make sure that it's very useful, right? So again, Trade Ideas, Market Club, Benzinga, really good tools that we recommend. And as you guys can see up here, subscribe if you're not a member yet, and you will see we are only $9.99 a month or $99 a year. And if you guys have been hearing lately, we are at some point, probably in the very near future, going to be raising our membership rates. And if you're new, if you're an existing customer or existing member, do not panic, because we always take care of our members. So what that basically means is when we do raise our membership rates, if you're paying $9.99 a month or $99 a year, you will be grandfathered in, you will be taken care of. We're not trying to price gouge you. You will be all set. So you don't need to send us emails saying, hey, will I keep my $9.99? Will I keep my $99? Yes, you will. We're going to see if we can do something about, like, maybe a pause for a couple months or so, but we're not going to pause it. Guys, we're $10 a month. You know, listen, like, not to sound insulting, but, you know, if you can't pay $10 a month to be grandfathered into something, then you probably don't have the money really to trade in the stock market, because you need a lot more than $10 in a month to be able to make trades and make money. So if the budget's really tight for you and you're only, you know, and you're paying $9.99 again, not to be insulting, but $9.99 is like a pause on a membership. So to pause on a $9.99 membership, it's kind of like, again, not to be insulting, but it's going to be kind of insulting. If you don't have the $10 a month, you're not going to be able to be a good trader. You know, it's just unfortunate that you need at least a couple thousand, at least, if not more, to be able to pay. So again, if you're not a member yet, we're only $10 a month, lock in, because our rate is going to go up. But again, long story short, if you're on $99 or $9.99, you'll be taken care of, nothing to worry about. So sign up if you aren't a member yet. Otherwise, you'll be paying more probably in the next few months or a few weeks, and will still be a super great value for all that we have to offer. So that's what we got for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Enjoy.